Lucas have a theory of different things.
A big brain theory about the game FNAF, Undertale, and Bendy and the Ink Machine.
Yes, me and my friend Lucas have been chatting lately, and we have found out a whole new timeline of these three different games.
We're now missing one piece of the puzzle, which is one game that links all three of them from FNAF to Undertale.
Yes, we've got it all covered. We've got all the relations between Bendy and the Ink Machine and FNAF. There are two main reasons why we're doing this theory. It's probably going to be the biggest theory of FNAF and Bendy and the Ink Machine, which no one has figured out yet.
This is a mind-blowing theory that probably no one's thought about, or that we probably were the first people to think about it, but it is a huge, massive theory.
It's a whole relationship between Bendy and the Ink Machine and FNAF. It seems that the creator of Bendy and the creator of FNAF, Scott, and whoever was the creator of Bendy, were friends for these reasons.
Well, we did Google a bit, but we found out that the creator of Bendy made a comic/review on FNAF, and they seemed that they could be friends because they both relate to the same sort of game style.
And also, another thing is, the person you're playing as is Henry, and Henry is William's best friend. And the thing is about Henry is that he probably changed his name because Henry died after a mysterious job that no one knew about it. Well, at least that's what we think.
So our theory is FNAF and Bendy is a big loop. So the Henry from one of those games might have escaped the loop and joined the other one to change his name to get away from someone. And they're both co-workers of someone trying to build a big project.
Also,
relate the souls as in the way that once you get the souls for the project, they mix together and make some sort of creature. So eventually they make ink creatures and they go through the ink machine. As in FNAF, they make animatronics out of them.
Also, at the end of the game, you have to free the souls, and it will basically let them free so they can live their lives as souls.
So there is some mods to go on stuff that relates to Bendy as Bendy mods. There was a Halloween mod. There also was a FNAF mod or that goes on to Bendy. He makes everything Bendy styled.
Also, what I think has happened is that William also changed his name so Henry wouldn't see him, and he also changed his look. So basically, Henry was William's best friend. They made animatronics together, but when Charlie, Henry's son, got transported into the puppet animatronic, Henry started hating William and he went on to a different job. Well, at least, again, that's what we think. Oh.
So we think that Henry from FNAF got stuck in the loop, but he escaped the loop and made it to the ink machine, worked with Joey Drew, and then he got stuck in that loop, so he got so annoyed he ran away and went to the Undertale. So when he fell down, to disguise his look from all random people to make sure no one follows him, William or Joey Drew, all of the ink characters or FNAF characters, he might have covered himself in the flowers to make him look yellow so he can proceed on. So when monsters die, they create souls and you have to collect the souls. And there is another loop, so once you finish the game, it loops onto the beginning again, so it's another infinite loop.
We think that the Bendy and FNAF creators, Scott and whoever the other one is, were friends because they both have the same kind of moral of the. They both have the same kind of moral of the game, and we think that they might be related in some kind of way. Oh.
Well, we searched it up, and because Scott, the creator of FNAF, really didn't like Undertale, so he decided to try and buy off Toby Fox, the creator, so he can own Undertale for his own, because it's such a good game, he wanted it for himself.
Also, as we know, that the franchise is a very popular series of things because FNAF has books, teddies, toys, everything, games, and it's a great series. But as we know, they were opposites, and every game that we said has a lot in common.
So we think that in Undertale there is an AU that leads up to Bendy because it says ink fight, there's ink sands. So that means it could relate to sands coming out of the ink machine, coming towards them. And the Bendy relates to FNAF. For the final bit of the puzzle connects FNAF and Undertale together. They're two, FNAF and Undertale are really bad enemies, so there's one bit of the puzzle that keeps them away. But Undertale's related to Bendy, that's why they're next to each other.
There's one piece of the puzzle that we are missing though, and we can't seem to find out which game is related to Bendy, FNAF and Undertale in the same exact way. And we're thinking maybe all of them, apart from the Undertale creators, were friends.
Yeah. So we think that FNAF and Bendy are friends because they both relate around the whole horror game, and they could have, because it doesn't say who the actual creator of Bendy was, it just says the Neatly and Joey G Studios. So that means Scott Cawthon, or whatever his name is, might have been a part of Joey G Studios, or could have been a part of the Neatly. So they might have been co-workers together to create the Bendy game, and then he might have moved on to his own FNAF game to relate to the whole horror games of the Bendy scheme, or stuff like that, things like that.
If you have any ideas of what that tiny horror game in the middle of the puzzle might be, please comment it down below.
It has to involve stuff like infinite loop, jump scares, natural creepy vibe, searching for souls creating more monsters, and then bringing the souls at the end. It can't be Among the Sleep because we've already tried that, and it can't be Among Us because that's just not really a horror game. So if you have any more ones, just comment below.
That's all we have
at the moment.
So comment anything that you think might go well with the puzzle, and we'll see you guys later. Bye, Glitches! And check out the Glitch Destroyer's channel. He's one of my friends. Goodbye, Glitches.